Hi, this is Chris Meyer with Group 12. The game we created for our project was rock, paper, scissors. Um, so this is the UML for the project. We did not end up needing this player class. We ended up just using the computer class as the person who was just being handled by the input from the display. The display was used, but some of the features in here um, were not necessary. We changed this to our rock, paper, scissors. And then the round, there weren't multiple instances of this class, it was just one, and it maintained the gameplay. Um, so moving to the code itself, um, very simple class to contain basically the computer selection, which is just a random choice, and then a get and the variable that holds that value. Um, two global two global variables holding the min and max choices. Hypothetically, if you wanted to add further choices, you could add a greater number than 3. The round class handled most of the game components. It's got one round number the game is on, the player score, the computer score, and then I've got a choice array that holds the two choices that the player and the computer have chosen, and this could be accessed for history. Um, we also have a select compare. This compares the two choices and determines the winner. And if it's a tie, nothing happens. If the player wins, the player score is incremented. If the computer wins, the computer score is incremented. Um, this is the next round function. If the if there's a if a round goes by, then the round number is incremented. Then the player and computer choices are added to the array, um, and the two choices are compared right here. This is our reset function to reset the game. Um, one other option here is this increases the size of the array, so the array is the size of the choices available. Um, RPS, which is our main class, just has an instance of the game display, which is connected to the round in the computer. So in game display, we have all of our global variables. It extends the frame class, the JFrame class, and then we've got JPanel, our variables to hold the selections, the round, the player and computer score, constraints for the particular features. This is the class that handles our GUI. So game display is the initial constructor. What it does is it sets up all the icons, um, the buttons, the listeners for the button, the winner button, which declares the winner and allows the user to click and reset. We've got player the so with this particular radio button, the player the when the player selects a choice, the button changes color to red to indicate the choice. The player two is which is the computer selects, and that's given the computer select value variable. Um, the set computer select is a function that displays what the computer has selected. The next round compares the two and then increments the value. Um, these two integer values get the scores, and if the player score equals 3 or the computer score equals 3, um, the play again button displays whether the player is won or the computer is won. Um, moving down the line, here's our display for all of our buttons, and these set it up in a grid fashion. Um, this is the computer select function, which displays what the computer has selected by taking in an integer value. So the way we've decided to symbolize rock, paper, and scissors. Rock is an integer of 1, paper is an integer of 2, and scissors is an integer of 3. This sets the round display. This sets the player score display. This sets the computer score display. And this gets the player's value right here. And so when we go and run our program here, we get the first row, which is our selection. The computer, here's the computer selection. We've got a round display, a player score display, and a computer score display. So if I select one, the computer selects a value at random. I select 2, and as you can see, we've played 2 rounds. The computer has scored 1 since they chose scissors and I chose paper. I choose scissors, the computer's chosen rock. I select paper, the computer chooses rock, so I won 1, and we've played 4 rounds. I chose rock, they chose scissors, so we're tied, and I have won. Then the game restarts. So this is our project for Group 12. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your time. Bye.